Okay, Andy, here we go again. You know why he's out here? Because it's Monday morning. This course got played hard yesterday afternoon by a lot of amateurs. There was a lot of amateur golfers out here yesterday afternoon. I had my family with children on the patio. I had to keep an eye on them the whole time they were playing in my yards. Every time a golfer or a group of golfers, amateurs, and you could tell they were amateurs, out-of-towners, they weren't golfers, they're all driving sundance golf carts. Well, they put a lot of balls in that lake. And now Al is out hitting a jackpot this morning. He's going to collect the lottery that these people that bought greens fees yesterday loaded that. Everybody that bought a greens fee and hit a ball in that lake yesterday built a jackpot. Like that lake is a big, like, common parimutuel. You understand? What happens is every day greens paying golfers buy a chance to find a jackpot in that lake. In many attempt, I see it every day. If they're riding in a cart with somebody else, as soon as they get done hitting their ball on the 6th tee, they take a nice little walk looking for golf balls. Now, some of them walk along the lake looking for golf balls, but to walk along the lake and pull a golf ball out, you have to have a wand. Other people take other walks. They decide, why don't I take a walk up along that property line where all those houses are, just a few feet away. I don't need a wand to pick up a ball out of somebody's lot. I can do the sundance two-step, what they call the sundance two-step. Sundance two-step consists of walking down a property line with your golf club, walking along my plants looking in my yard, and if you see a golf ball, you don't need a wand. All you got to do is take 2 steps. You can pick it up and keep walking. At least those people paid a ticket price. At least those people could pay the greens fee. I don't like that they're doing it. I don't think they have any business looking in my yard for a golf ball. But getting back to Al now. Al does this every morning. He don't buy a ticket. He don't buy a greens fee. I can call it a lottery. I can call it a jackpot. I can call it a slot machine. Slot machines pay off after they've been played a lot. Once they play a lot. Now, another thing that'll make, as I said, this is Monday morning after a busy Sunday. And here he is. He knows that big lake's got balls in it. And he's going to make sure that he gets a jackpot of balls this morning. Even though he didn't buy a ticket. He's going to walk off that course with a bag maybe. Some mornings he walks off with 40 golf balls in that bag. And when he walks off, he doesn't walk to a golf cart to continue play. He walks to where he came from, his yard, where he sits all day and watches where all the golf balls go in. Now, I don't know if you're familiar. I don't think you ever get out here much, Andy, but we have tides out here. Did you know that? That lake can have 15 feet of dirt shoreline sometimes? Well, when that lake has 15 feet of dirt shoreline, Al makes sure he's out there because that gives him 15 feet more range, more reach into that lake. I watched the divers come, and when the lake is really low, Al can reach in there and get the balls where only a diver could get them normally. If the lake was kept full all the time. But the lake isn't kept full all the time. It goes very low, and on those very low days, you can guarantee Al's going to be out there. And as I told you in other videos, this is a daily routine. This has been a job for him. This has been a business model. If you modeled a reclamation model for reclaiming every golf ball out of this lake efficiently every morning, the guy'd be your best employee. He never misses a day. He's up every day. The only days he don't go out is when I'm with the camera. And somebody he must be calling you, Andy, or somebody, because this camera don't scare him anymore. He actually feels like he has a right to take those golf balls out of the lake without buying a greens fee. I'm a little passionate about this. I've been playing golf for 55 years. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's creepy to think that somebody like him would have to think that he has to have every golf ball in that lake by the time the first golfer reaches that tee box. And this morning, this is the second morning. I showed you the golfer yesterday that showed up, the left-hander. Okay? Al wasn't out here yesterday because I was out here with a camera, and that's why you see that left-hander pay off. Now, that left-hander, 20 minutes from now, shows up to be the first person to tee off. How many golf balls you think, how much of a jackpot you think he's going to get for being the first golfer in the morning to be here? He's training himself to be the first golfer in the morning here, because 2 mornings in a row as the first golfer on Sunday to tee off, he hit a jackpot. There's going to be no jackpots today. None. Okay? Like I said, I don't understand. Get a life. I mean, you're 60 years old, you got 2 houses, one here, one in Wisconsin, you got a Cadillac, a friggin' Honda Pilot. What is the obsession with strip mining this lake of all the jackpots? Taking all the goodwill smiley faces out of it. And then telling the police that all he does is go out every morning, and if he finds a golf ball, he picks it up. Let me tell you, until the police throw me in jail or order me or injunction, I'm going to be out here every morning on my property. This is my property. I'm not walking on your property. I have a right to do whatever I want on my property. And every morning, because I know he's going to be up here strip mining this lake, the Grinch, I'm going to be out here. I'm going to be a video witness to what's going on. Now, I suggest you show these videos to the police or to the HOA and have the HOA send out an order or a memo. That lake is for golfers only. For people who buy greens fees. Now, the last time I videoed him was Saturday morning. And I was talking into the camera. I'm talking to you, Andy. I'm not talking to him. The only thing is, he's going to enter his property 40 feet from me. And he's going to hear me talking to you on the camera. And that's what happened the other day. And I'm going to be talking. I'm going to be talking about the bag of golf balls that he's bringing up to his yard out of that lake without buying a greens fee. And he's been doing it now for 3 years straight. I bet you that Cadillac sits low in the trunk on the way back to Wisconsin. Or maybe he has to use the Pilot. Now, can you imagine the hubris, the aplomb, the arrogance to think that even though he doesn't buy a round of golf, even though he's not going to buy a round of golf, he's videoing me The poacher is videoing me. Beautiful. Good. I'm not going to say a word. Are you a golfer? Did you buy a greens fee? Did you buy a greens fee, Al? I'm asking you. Sort of as a citizen that lives here, I'm a member of the community. Did you buy a greens fee? Are you standing on your property or are you standing on the golf course? Yeah, there he is. He's standing on the golf course after he just hit the lottery down on the lake. Even though he didn't buy a lottery ticket, he's walking off with a bag of golf balls. He hit the lottery without buying a ticket. Yeah? Get me for harassment. I'm going to be out here every morning now. Every morning. I've got about... Go ahead, stand there as long as you want. I'm videoing you. You want to stand there for 2 hours, go ahead. I'm on my property. You're not on your property, Al. You know that? You're trespassing. I've got letters in there that'll tell you that you're trespassing. Letters from the HOA that tells me I can't go on that golf course unless I buy a greens fee. Did you buy a greens fee today? The last time you went out, did you buy a greens fee? Are you the Grinch? Are you the golf ball Grinch? I think you're the golf ball Grinch. You don't buy, these people buy a greens fee and they put a ball in the lake all day long and they fill that lake up with golf balls. And the first guy that comes out this morning isn't going to find a golf ball in that lake. Because a poacher, what I call a poacher, that didn't buy a license, a greens fee is a license. You're standing on a game reserve right now. You're standing on a golf course recording me while I'm recording you on my lot. Okay? I'm not going to say anything. I just got the video and this is going on YouTube. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for giving me the platform. You just gave me an opening. This is going on YouTube in about a half an hour. I'm going to be out here every morning, Al. Every morning. You understand me? I'm standing on my property.